this is Scott from Scott Shop Media. Today is Friday, August 21st, and this is what is happening on the mountain. Just to give you a quick rundown of what we're going to talk about in today's broadcast. Kind of a 2-minute snapshot if you don't have time to watch the entire video. There are currently 2 Caltrans projects affecting your travels today. Hopefully this will be the last day that we will be talking about the bridge construction on State Route 330. That was substantially completed on Monday, and they just spent the rest of the week restriping it, resloping some of the mountainside there, and removing the stanchions that, especially in the downbound lanes, the lower passing lanes. So that is all supposed to be done today. You will have some traffic control, even though the light has been taken down. You will have some traffic control as crews work to finish those upgrades today. Weather, monsoonal moisture is still in our forecast through Monday. There is a slight chance of some thunderstorms today and over the weekend. So we'll let you know if that develops into anything more serious. No new active fires on the mountain. There has been a small fire up on Tip Top Mountain between Big Bear and Pioneer Town, and it keeps flaring up and producing some smoke. So crews have been out there on it every day. It's actually started back on the 15th. It was a lightning strike fire. It's about 2.5 acres. Crew's been going out, monitoring it, cooling it down a little bit. Helicopter's been flying around. You might have seen that yesterday. He's actually going out checking on all of our little fires, making sure that they're behaving themselves, and which they are. 11 crimes reported across the mountain in 48 hours. If you like more details on those, I'll give you an update next. Currently, there are only 2 Edison power outages on the mountain, affecting a total of 95 customers. And in the last 48 hours, there's been 7 new COVID-19 cases reported across the mountain. So that is your brief 2-minute update. If you'd like to stick around for another 5 minutes or so, we'll give you more details on each of these subjects. Starting with traffic. Again, State Route 330, that should be wrapped up by 3 o'clock today and no more. The light has been down. They've just been doing traffic control all week during construction hours, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. And by 3 p.m. today, that should be done. So if anyone's taking the 330 and you can verify that, that would be awesome. Also on State Route 18 over here, Stansfield cutoff in Big Bear area, Caltrans will have you down to 1 lane until about 3 o'clock today as they do some utility work. And I don't see any Caltrans work scheduled over the weekend. So that's good news. Right now, traffic is pretty light across the mountain. Even with the repairs done on the bridge, still expect some minor delays as there's an increase of visitors coming up the mountain this weekend to escape some of that heat from down below. And speaking of heat, things are finally starting to cool off. All of our watches, warnings, and advisories have been canceled as of yesterday. We're still looking at some monsoonal moisture, so there will be some humidity on the mountain through Monday, when we have a slight chance of thunderstorms every day between now and then. But instead of highs being in the 90s, highs are going to actually be in the low 80s, so significantly cooler for the next several days, which is good news, and we'll keep you updated if the lightning creates any problems up on the mountain. Fires, there's no active new fires burning on the mountain top in the mountain communities today. Up here in Tip Top Mountain, between Big Bear and Pioneer Town-ish, there was a lightning strike on 8/15, caused about a 2.5 acre fire. Crews got it knocked down pretty quickly, but it is flaring up in the evenings. So people have been reporting seeing the fire and the smoke. So crews have been out there every day, cooling it down, and the helicopter's been flying around. Actually, the helicopter's been flying around checking out all of our lightning strike fires from the previous week, just to make sure that they are being controlled. There was a small fire yesterday over here in Big Bear City. Crews got it out pretty quickly. It was just a little smoldering fire. Might have been from a cigarette or spark arrestor or something like that. But it didn't do much of anything. And then there was similarly a fire day before yesterday in the turnout in Crestline. This fire here in Crestline on 18 below the bridge was yesterday afternoon, and units were unable to locate that one. So things are looking really good from a fire standpoint on the mountain. Smoke is starting to dissipate a lot. We were getting some really unhealthy air the last couple of days from drift smoke from fires, mostly in Northern California. Some of those very large fires burning up there in Napa County and Solano County were drifting this way. So there's still a chance that we'll see smoke. You can actually smell it. That's how thick it is, but it's not going to be nearly as bad today as it was yesterday, and it's supposed to get even better over the weekend. Just by comparison, right now we're expected to see air quality be a little over 150 PM 2.5, so that's particulate matter 2.5 microns. After about 150 is when we really see it start to be unhealthy. When it goes to 500, then that's dangerous levels where we actually, in construction, we would stop work and things like that. So as long as we stay below 500, we just keep our activities in the morning, which is also good for the heat as well, or stay indoors if you're sensitive to the smoke. And that should be a little bit better over the next couple of days as crews work to contain those fires up north. Our fire threat looks pretty normal for this time of year. No hazardous fire weather forecasted. The forest floor remains at high fire danger, which is normal for this time of year. And our prediction for long-term forecast remains the same. We are average or normal for the months of August and September. And then we see our Santa Ana winds returning in October and November when we see our biggest fire threat predicted this year. And that's pretty common as well. Crimes, 11 incidents reported across the mountain in the last couple of days. I didn't report on them yesterday, so we're a little behind on reporting them. You can look at this map. I'll actually post this page so you can look at the map and look at the chart and see if there was anything in your neighborhood that caught your eye. A couple of DUIs, a couple of vandalism calls, a couple of thefts, and throughout the mountain. So I won't go into those line by line, but I'll post this in case you wanted to get more information about it. Power outages, we just have 2 reported on the western half of the mountain today, affecting a total of 95 customers. Over here in Lake Arrowhead, 4 customers are without power until about 4 o'clock as Edison works to upgrade some of their power distribution equipment over there. And then also in Green Valley Lake, 91 customers without power, and that they should get their power back real soon at 12 o'clock for equipment upgrades. Not sure if Edison's planning on working this weekend or not on the mountain, but we'll update you with any power outages that they have planned. Lastly, some COVID-19 updates. Looking pretty good this week as the total number of cases countywide is finally starting to go on a downward trend, which is really good. The deaths as well. Our hospital census looks really good. Right now, Angeles Oaks, you have a total of 2 cases. 35 cases reported in Big Bear City, so that's an increase of 1. 46 total Big Bear Lake, 11 in Blue Jay, 5 in Cedar Glen, a few new cases in Crestline, bringing the total to 61. Forest Falls still maintains 3, Green Valley Lake 2, Lake Arrowhead 11, Forest Falls 1. 2 new cases in Running Springs, bringing that total to 23. 1 new case in Sugarloaf, bringing the total to 12. And Twin Peaks still remains at 8, so that grand total of 220 cases mountain-wide and a total of 5 deaths. So that's all I have for you today. I am going to be out of town this weekend with very limited cell coverage where I'm going actually through Monday. So I'll try to forward any updates from the local agencies, County Fire, Running Springs, Big Bear Fire, CAL FIRE, Forest Service, and CHP as I get them. Otherwise, this is Scott from Scott Shot Media, and that is what is happening on the mountain. Feel free to follow along on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Periscope. And if you haven't already done so, please like my page, What is Happening on the Mountain, and share it out with your friends. Have a great weekend.